What's up, YouTube? Got another video, another reaction video, man. Um, how y'all doing? Welcome to JDE React channel once again. Knew that you was gonna be back. Knew that you would come again. Welcome back. Um, take a seat if you can. Grab some popcorn. I got some entertainment for y'all, man. We got Young Thug. This is his latest court date, latest court trial. Y'all know the situation that's been going on with the whole YSL. I ain't gonna get into that too much. I ain't gonna, try to um, recap on that much. So basically, we got a video of him getting suppressed in court, basically getting overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? Basically, from what it's saying, it says that he's walks out or storms out of court. It seemed like they got too much evidence on him, man. It's like there's no way out of it. It's like he in hot water. He in a pool of hot water with no ladder to climb out, and he in the deep end. So that's what it's seeming like. We gonna get into this reaction. Make sure y'all smash that subscribe for my channel. I ain't gonna tell y'all no more, man. Subscribe to that motherfucking channel. If you don't subscribe to my channel, then I don't know. You gonna have bad luck. You ain't gonna have a good Christmas. You ain't gonna have a happy New Year if you don't subscribe to my channel and you're watching this. Also, leave a like for this video. Turn on post notifications on. We gonna get straight into this reaction. Let's get it.
Your Honor, I know Mr. Steele has an interpretation of the language of the order.
I think that his interpretation is right.
Wow.
I mean, I look at the way it's capped, its style and everything else, and it makes sense of what you're asking me to do is kind of just narrowly kind of look at the marijuana and not anything else has been seized. He challenged everything that was taken at that particular point in time, and it's clear in the transcript that he did in fact assert the through the poisonous tree. I mean,
So, Your Honor, if I may, when I looked at this case first and I saw his motion, I was sort of thinking the same way as the court. And then I thought, I'm going to check the case law. And I'm going to check what the actual order says. And when I looked at the order, that's when I started thinking it might be something different. And whether or not we interpret it a certain way, the language itself, the plain language, and I know that the directive from the appellate courts has been to look at the plain language of statutes, to look at the plain language of orders. The language itself says, the evidence located in defendant Williams' home that is subject to the above referenced accusation number, specifically the just over an ounce of marijuana, if the court had intended to suppress the remainder of the items after just stating. So the court says, the court grants.
It's like they got everything on Young Thug, and nothing. It's like everything and everybody is against him, and he has nobody there to back him up, to co-defend him, to really support him in this whole situation. And it's like Gunna then, went his separate way. It's like they just got too much on him, man. It's like things is not looking good for him, and they're looking like they're not gonna get better in the near future.
Defendant's supplemental motion to suppress any and all evidence located from defendant's home. He could have just said that, and that would have been a different ruling. But instead, the judge then said, based on this ruling, the evidence located in defendant Williams' home that is subject to the above referenced accusation number, specifically the just over an ounce of marijuana, is hereby suppressed. If the court wanted to make a ruling on the fruits of the poisonous tree, it could have, but it's clear from the transcript. And I'm not going to say Mr. Steele didn't argue about that during the hearing.
I'm dropping this only for Nate if he wants to come up.
Ask the court, hey, Judge Newkirk, can you please make a ruling on the fruit of the poisonous tree? There was no ruling on fruit of the poisonous tree. We're not talking about a second bite of the apple here.
Shall be returned to the rightful owner. All personal property in the custody of a law enforcement agency, including personal property used as evidence in a criminal trial, which is unclaimed after a period of 90 days following its seizure, or following a final verdict and judgment in the case, property.
My boy looked like my boy kind of looked like a white chocolate milk dud with a scruffy. With a stubble.
Uses evidence which is no longer
There
needed.
go Mr. Peanut. What's his name? Mr. Peanut Planner. I ain't know Mr. Peanut Planner was in the judicial system.
Investigation or for evidentiary purposes in accordance with 17-5-55 or 56 shall be subject to disposition by a law enforcement agency. So this one is different, than 17-5-30, which is pre-trial. So this is trial evidence. What we do with evidence after the trial of the case. So that, and I still have an issue of that because you would have still had to return his property to him.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I have to respectfully.
It's like he's nowhere in the scene. He should be in this court. I hope. Where is he at in the cut though? Like I don't see him.
Disagree with the court here. It's not a situation of what Mr. Steele challenged at the previous motion. It's what was ruled upon. There was no rule.
He right there. He like, bitch, if you don't shut up, bitch, you put me in a worse situation than what I'm already in. Be quiet. You just keep running your mouth. Wait, no. Actually, I think that might be his lawyer, though. I think that might be his lawyer. And I'm talking all that shit. That might be his lawyer.
So if I had $200 and this situation happened, you wouldn't have to return the $200 to me if I won my motion to suppress?
Your Honor, if I had a search warrant that was valid, currently being executed for your $200, and it was for a separate investigation, a separate case, my position is that no, I would not have to return it until that separate investigation, that separate case was done, because I had a valid search. And obviously,
do you have some case law that interprets 17-5-30 in terms specifically the possession of which is not otherwise unlawful? Because that to me says that would be any contraband, weapons, or things that you're not required to, not allowed to otherwise possess. But it doesn't distinguish on investigations or you holding on to evidence that otherwise should be returned.
Your Honor, I don't have a ruling at a case at this time. I'm happy to provide that in a supplemental filing. But again, my understanding of the law is and has been that where there is, if a search warrant is currently being executed on a cell phone, for instance, the police are allowed to retain that property as part of an ongoing investigation.
But he won the motion to suppress.
On the marijuana case, Your Honor, not.
You took more than the marijuana. He wouldn't get the marijuana back anyways. He wouldn't get any cocaine that came back anyways. He wouldn't get a gun back if he's a convicted felon. But anything else that was proper, that was taken from that particular, house subject to the warrant, is not otherwise illegal, is returned. The 17-5-30 says shall return and not be subject to further prosecution, because that's the whole thing about it is. You don't get another bite at the apple based on this particular evidence. You can go ahead and do some, a separate investigation or whatever, but this evidence is supposed to be returned to the defendant.
Your Honor, our position remains that because there was a separate ongoing investigation for which a valid search warrant was in effect, and there was no ruling as to fruits of the poisonous tree, there was absolutely no reason to return that cell phone. I'm happy to provide the court with an additional brief, but that is our position.
It's like they've been trying to crack that cell phone for a minute, bro. I don't know if they already done cracked it or in the process, but it's like that cell phone is not being investigated for a reason. I think that's what's gonna really seal the deal for Young Thug being locked up, bro. And there ain't gonna be no hope for him. Cause it's like it's like every time I watch a trial about him or any type of court, court trial or you know what I'm saying. Like it's like. They keep mentioning something about the cell phone. It's like some hidden evidence that they need. But, yeah, I've heard wrong.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take 5 minutes, okay?
Can my boy Jeffrey, what's his name? Jeffrey Steele, can he speak on his defense? My boy Thugger, can he speak on his defense? Can he speak to your honor like Gunna did when when he was on the stand? Can he speak for his defense?
Okay. All right. We're going to be in recess for about 5 minutes.
All right, guys. What do y'all think? Shout out to Glanville. They need to cut this audio.
Well, that's the end of the video, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe, leave a like for this video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Appreciate y'all for watching, tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you, JDE gang. Stay tuned. I'm gonna keep y'all posted. And the way that I'm gonna keep y'all posted is to keep posting. You know, I got a little something I gotta say after the end of every video. But see you on the next video. Y'all take care. Happy holidays. Happy New Year's.